Hello my loves. Right, I had a no-show appointment, so I thought I'd film this on me. Now, I have not attempted this or practiced this, so there are some things I'm going to iron out, but I'm sculpting a nice long square nail using polygel, Madame Glam's Ice Blossom Polygel. So I promised you guys I would do some long sculpting, so I'm doing that now. So it's quite, if your room is cold, the polygel is stiffer to work with, but you have to just support that form, because sometimes with the polygel you do need to push a little bit with it, and that can alter the shape of the form. So yeah, basically I'm going to do the 3D French craze that's going around. I don't do it as beautifully as Kylie Werry or Lorna Andrews from Glitter Planet, but it was the first time I'd ever tried it, and there are things I will do differently next time. But I'm still showing you, so this is just my first attempt at, number one, sculpting an extreme length nail with polygel, and number two, doing 3D French. So let's learn together. So once it's cured in the lamp for 60 seconds, I'm going to pinch it with my Nail Mate pinching tool as it's cooling, just to give it that extra little kick. I've done all my prep and stuff before. And then I'm just going to wipe off that sticky layer. And we'll get to filing it into shape, because I like to file my thin clear base. So I'm using my steel Nail Mate file with the 100 grit side. And I'm filing the side, I do sidewall, free edge. That's just the way I like to file. Oh, it's the 180 grit side I'm using, sorry. Because polygel is quite thin and easy to file. So you'll see me filing those sides into shape, filing the free edge into shape. And then once I'm kind of happy with that and I've got the rough shape that I want, we'll clean off all that dust, because you don't need any dust in the way. I'm not having any of that malarkey. So I'll clean off the dust, and I'll get the dust away from my gloves as well, because we're using gels and this dust just sticks to it. This is the Gershon Polygel in Cover Pink. It's a bit of a funny colour, to be fair. I need to try some different ones. I watch a lot of Russian nail art channels, and I see them use these lovely coloured polygels. I don't know what they are though, because I can't understand what they're saying, which is a bit gutting. But anyway, I'm patting that into place. This is nice and soft, this one, so it's very easy to work with. Patting it into place, and I'm going to do a smile line. I've not done a smile line, I don't think, with polygel before, but it's not my usual medium that I work with for big extensions and design work. So we'll just keep patting that into place. If I feel the product getting too sticky, I'll wet my brush and wipe it off on the toweling, just so the brush has got a little bit of moisture on it, but not flooding the nail, because otherwise it ruins the polygel. And then once I'm happy with that, I'll cure it for 60 seconds in an LED lamp. So that's cured. I'm going to remove that sticky layer and we'll file it into shape. So I use a combination of files. I always use my steel file for colour blocking and smile lines and things like that, and shaping, because it's got a nice sturdy shape to it. So it's going to give you the exact result you want. And as you see, I'm working my file round. I'm not filing straight. I'm curving that file all the time, apart from at the sides, and then curving it back round, so that we've got that lovely smile line shape. And I'll remove the dust and have a good look at it. And then I decided to file the actual nail like extended nail bed itself because it was too high. It didn't need to be that high. So I've just got this Gershon file that they sent me. It's actually very nice. It's sort of spongy, but not. It's nice. And then again, I'm perfecting it with the Nailmate 100 grit side. Don't push down when you do this because you've only got a very thin clear base. So you need to make sure the pressure is going against what you're filing. So you're butting that file up against the smile line or up against the colour block. Right, so I'm kind of happy with that. It's a bit better. So the first colour I'm going to use is Madame Glam's Deep Burgundy. And the trick here is to paint up that wall that you've created. So paint that wall and then bring that paint down the nail. So I'll paint a layer of that and you'll see how I'm doing it. And then I'll cure that for 30 seconds in my lamp. Okay, and then when that's done, I'm going in with clear polygel from Madame Glam, the Ice Blossom, and I'm going to build up that wall again. Now, I wish I brought that first colour down the nail a little bit more because there are a couple of spots where it's a little bit too clear. It's not pigmented, it's not been brought down low enough. So that's a learning curve. First one, make sure you're better off bringing that colour down more than you need because you can paint over it with a different colour or put a different product over the top. But if you don't put it enough, then you end up with not a sharp, nice colour block there. It just looks a bit wishy-washy. Oh, and I got a bit of gel polish on my skin. It's bloody stains as well, doesn't it, when it's dark colours? Red colours and dark colours. Oh, what a nightmare. Anyway, I will tap this into shape and then cure it for 60 seconds. And then I'm going in and just adding a little bit either side to build up those wings. And then we'll pat that into place again and do the same, cure it for 60 seconds. When it comes out of the lamp, I will remove that sticky layer and quickly file it into shape. And then I'm going in with Raspberry Explosion. These are all from Madame Glam. And doing exactly the same thing. So painting my wall, bringing that colour down the nail, and then giving it a 30-second cure in my lamp. And then once it's cured, again, we'll cap that with the clear polygel, work it into place, and then cure it for 60 seconds. Remove that sticky layer, just go around that smile line with the file and continue the same routine with different colours. So next up we've got Sangria, and we'll do exactly the same with that. Then cap it with the clear, file it into shape, and go in with the next colour. It's quite repetitive. It's not simple to do. I think it would be a mistake to say it's easy. It's not easy. And there's lots of things when I look at the nail I've done that I'm not happy with. But it's the first ever time I've tried it, and it's something that would be a lot of a faff to do on a whole set, but I would do it for sure because it's beautiful. And next we've got a bit of that. Oh, a bit of that, love. Lovely. And after that we're doing Kobi. So we've done a bit of that, we've done it with the polygel, filed it into shape. Now we're going, the last colour is Kobi, and we do exactly the same thing. So I'm then going to file it into shape. Now initially I went in with my medium grit barrel bit and started filing, but where polygel is quite smooth, it was leaving quite deep indents in the nail. And I was like, oh, I don't like that. So I'll switch over my e-file bit. I do like watching how strong that vacuum is on the dust collector, because it literally sucks, like that dust was going up in the air and it's being sucked back down again. The e-file, the dust collector, all that sort of stuff is always linked in the description box. The gloves I use, the files I use, they're always linked on my Amazon store, so you can go directly to them. I don't really know how the Amazon thing works, but I guess it's easy for me to show the stuff I've used anyway. So I'm going to keep filing that, and after I've done enough e-filing, I built it way too thick. Again, something I will do differently next time, but it's a learning curve, so I'm pretty sure most people practice these things before they put it out there on social media, whereas I just do it like yeah, here's my first go. Come and watch me mess it up. Wow, it's only human, isn't it? I don't have time. I just didn't have the time to practice it first. So I thought, do you know what? I'm just going to film it straight off the bat. So I'm perfecting with the hand file. And then once I'm happy with that, I'll remove all the dust and we're going in with my Angel Crystals adhesive. Now look at that small little bit of adhesive for that nice big crystal. I think these are vintage pink, but or antique rose, something like that. I'll put it in, I'll find out the exact ones, put it in the description box for you. They're real Swarovski crystals, as always. Can't beat them, best of the best. They have such a beautiful shimmer to them. So I'm just going down in descending size. Dearie me. And then we'll wait for the glue to dry and I'll top coat around those crystals with my detailer brush. Never over the crystals. You will lose all of that beautiful shine. So just tuck in around the crystals and it just holds them in like a little cuddle on your nail. Then we're going to top coat. I'm using Nail Mate's Super Gloss. And we will top coat that nail, watch it come to life, and there's a little clip at the end. Now there are some little bubbles in this, and this is the downside for me to polygel. I don't seem to be able to get it bubble free. It's something I'm working on, but I will try this with acrylic as well. I'll see you on my next video, so enjoy this one. Tally bye!